Welcome. Today is going to be a 15-minute class on giving and receiving love, finding our inner self-worth. So our theme is I offer love, I receive love, and I remember my own worth. To get started, you can grab a block or you can just sit on the ground, but sit tall and find comfort where you're at. You can close your eyes or keep them opened. But just start to connect to your breath here, breathing deeper with each cycle of breath. And as you are here, focus on just a slow rhythmic breathing. Now to add the bilateral movement, begin to tap your right hand underneath your left collarbone. Just gentle taps. And then switch sides, place your left hand under your right collarbone and begin to tap, tap, tap. Just feeling how that is. Just feeling the presence of your hand there, the rhythm of the beat. And then begin to cross both arms. So left hand under right collarbone, cross the right arm over the top, and then right hand under the left collarbone, and you'll just alternate. Remember to also switch the cross if you'd like, if you want to keep things nice and even, but you're just tapping, right, left, right, left. Hugging your forearms when you're ready to release, inhale and exhale, bring the hands back down to the sides of your body. Now, if you're sitting on a block, you can let that block go to the side. I also had a book there too. If you don't have blocks, you could always sit on top of some sturdy books. But so inhale, side body stretch, sweep your right arm overhead and lean over to the left. Elongate the right side of your body and then switch. Inhale, sweep the left arm overhead. Now feel that stretch all along the left side of your body. Inhale, you're going to begin to switch back and forth. So inhale, exhale. Right, left, right, left. And so you'll see a theme with this class where we're going to be alternating between these smaller movements. So first it was the tapping, now it's the side stretching. You're leaning over to the right, leaning over to the left, finding a steady rhythm, coordinating with your breath, and then inhale, finding center and stillness once more. Invite love to expand through you. You could even think of it as I am ready to give and I am ready to receive. So inhale, I give. Exhale, I receive. Now option 2, pop up onto the fingertips and lift your palms, and then shrugging the shoulders down the back a few times and just doing some mini cat-cows. We're coming into a tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your left arm overhead, and exhale, find thread the needle. That's what this posture is called. So you're just going to bring that left arm underneath the right and left shoulder and cheek to the mat. And then again, we're finding these movements. So we're not holding too long, actually. We're coming in and out. So inhale, we reach the left arm up. Exhale, we thread the needle through. Now try that on the other side. So inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, now reach it under and through as you drop the right shoulder and right cheek to your mat. And continuously moving with the breath. Inhale, you reach up. Exhale, you twist and reach through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist and reach through. So what we're trying to do is we're finding a slow bilateral rhythm to help regulate the nervous system, but then we are also wringing out emotional tension that's stored in the ribs and the upper back. Now, if you'd like, you can do some glute pulses. So inhale, lift the right leg, bend the knee, and kick that heel up to the sky a few times. And then you can tuck it in. So exhale, knee to nose. Drop the right foot down and come into a kneeling or a lunging position. A half kneeling, I should say. And then inhale, rise up, stacking shoulders over hips. Option to place a block or a pillow under your back knee for extra support and cushion. Interlace both fingertips or just place both hands on top of that front thigh. Push gently into the front thigh and draw the belly button to spine a little bit. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow and lift the heart. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow and find a slight back bend. Now moving between left and right, continuously moving as we open up and we find our rhythm. Now, as we're doing this is something to help us be open to receiving what supports you, right? So think of back bends as trying to be ready to receive the love that we want to see in our lives. This could be whether you're looking for more connections, you're looking for more physical touch, or you're just trying to strengthen the relationship either with yourself or with others. You need to be open to receiving their love. And so inhale, come back into your tabletop. And then exhale, let's switch sides. You can glute pulse it out. Inhale, lifting that left heel up to the sky, squeezing the glutes. The knee is bent. And then bringing that knee to nose before you exhale and lower the left foot down, finding a half kneeling position. Again, you can find a cushion for your back knee if you need it. I know I did in this one. We have some hard floors here, so block under knee, stack the shoulders over your hips. Inhale, rising up, hands to the front thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up, bend the elbow. Exhale, lift the heart and find your back bend. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cactus the arm and lift the heart. So the idea here is that by doing these bilateral movements and regulating our nervous system, it primes us for social connection. And that is usually what most of us are looking for. And that is usually how we are going to be open to receiving love. If we are in a fight or flight state, we may not be able to receive the love that's around us. And so there's nothing it's okay. That happens from time to time. I don't want anybody to feel shame. I don't want anybody to feel like it's their fault. It's just something that happens, and when we are aware of it, we can prime ourselves to be open to receiving what it is that we're looking for. So now inhale, come back to your tabletop and release. And then exhale, we will find a supine figure 4. Roll down onto your back and find a supine figure 4. So on your back, you're going to cross your left ankle over right knee. Now you can draw the knees in closer towards your chest or interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Flex or point your toes. And then we're just going to alternate the sides. So now release, inhale, exhale, supine figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can place the hands behind the thighs if you'd like. And then you're just going to keep switching between right and left. And with each release, soften and let go of self-judgment. And so like I just said, I don't want you to feel bad if you're like, man, I feel like I haven't been ready to receive love. That happens to everybody. And that often means that it's time to tune in, to check in with yourself, and just kind of like restore yourself from the inside out. Whether it's you need more rest, you need more breathing practices. I don't know what specifically, but anyway. Exhale, find supine, Supta Konasana. So reclined bound angle pose is how I know this. And so bring the soles of your feet together, your knees open out to the side. Place any kind of pillows or blocks that you might need under the knees if you need that support there. Sometimes that feels really nice. Hands can be over the heart, hands can be at the side of your body. But as you settle in here and you allow gravity to do its thing, you can think about how you are internally worthy already within. So there's all kinds of things right now in our society where it's like we have these tests and we have these awards and we have these rankings and promotions and you must always be productive and have all of these things to show for what you're doing with your time and be successful. And so it kind of goes on and on and on, and we start to get caught up in this idea that we must prove our worth. And so I want you to listen closely because your worth is already within. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this has been helpful in reminding you of your inner worth and for prepping you or helping you get back to center so that you can find more connection and, just align and create with more things that you want to see in your life. Bye for now. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little calm today. See you next time.